Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam. I'm coming back to you once again. This time I'm going to go over to music news, and this is in the news column. It says Jay Prince allegedly behind Drake's legal maneuvers against UMG. Now, I will list the article writer and all of the rest of the details in this article in the description, as I always do. But it starts off by saying word is that Jay Prince is supposedly behind all the recent lawsuit by Drake against Universal Music Group. All Hip Hop's Houston Williams wrote that according to industry chatter, Drake was allegedly pushed by Jay Prince, stating the one who put the battery in Drake's back was none other than Jay Prince, leading the rapper to allegedly have some big plans for changes, including contractual changes that reportedly needed to get shaken up. During this time, a strange rumor emerged on social media about Lil Wayne taking Kendrick Lamar's position in the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show during Drake's current legal problems, but Williams called that a big fat no. Williams wrote, "This rumor says that because of the potential ongoing legal motion by Drake, they may replace Kendrick Lamar with Lil Wayne for the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, where do y'all get this from? Some website from India got all the traction on this. It really is ridiculous as it gets." Williams stated that the rumor about Drake's own legal circumstances is unfounded, elaborating Drake has not even sued yet. It's just a pre-lawsuit motion. He asked how anyone could expect Kendrick Lamar to be replaced in a matter of days over a non-conviction allegation. Imagine something as big as the Super Bowl being co-opted based on a simple allegation or inquiry, he added. While the rumors are unsubstantiated, Williams noted that there are avenues investigation into the general malaise of the industry. Again, this has not been verified or anything like that. It's just what the streets are saying, he explained. But to be honest, it makes some sense. The massive paydays of old are in the rear view for most artists. Drake is one of those few artists that will be able to leverage his success into big paydays. He went on, they have successfully siphoned off star-like qualities out of the culture, and it's really looking like these are the last mega stars of hip-hop. The link between the two goes back to 2007 when Jay Prince signed Drake to the label Aspire Music Group, co-owned by his son Jazz Prince. According to Upon, earlier in Drake's career, Rap-A-Lot major role in helping to establish the achievement. He was instrumental in getting the Canadian rapper signed to Young Money Entertainment, which ultimately helped propel Drake into a worldwide phenomenon. The new attention comes on the heels of an attempt by Jay Prince to broker a peace concert between Drake and Kanye West to help promote the release of gangster Larry Hoover, who has been jailed for life. Jay Prince tweeted on November 8th, 2021 about running into West by chance at Roscoe's Chapel in Houston. And here's the tweet right here. It says later West screamed for an end to the robbery with Drizzy during a video message that had Drake join him on stage for a special performance. Though they tried to make things right, guilt only added fuel to the fire. Drake's raps the following of Circo Loco from his 21 Savage joint album Her Loss, linking with the ops I did that ish for Jay Prince. This line has led fans to wonder just how close the actual friendship between Jake and Prince was. Jay Prince is the man behind the careers of many big names, including Zero, Devin, and Dude, and the Ghetto Boys. His impact on the helm of the industry has moved him into a circle of hip hop cemented personalities. And that is the end of the article right there. Just basically, hey, bro, it's been a lot of rumors and stuff like that. I initially didn't report on the thing about Lil Wayne replacing Drake. Why would it automatically be considered to be Lil Wayne to be? I mean, not Drake, Kendrick Lamar. Why would it be automatically, Lil Wayne to replace, Kendrick Lamar and things of that nature? I would at least expect them to replace somebody. And like, when I say this is no disrespect. Understand that Lil Wayne is a legend in his own right. He has blessed us over the years with countless of, memorable hits, quotes and things of that nature as far as rap and the culture is concerned. But I would think that they would, pick somebody that is more recent and up to date in terms of, something that's charting on Billboard or anything like that, but that's just my opinion. Of the matter. Not saying that Lil Wayne isn't deserving to perform in, New Orleans and things of that nature. But I mean, this is not the first time that they have been to New Orleans. The Super Bowl has been to New Orleans, and I'm just a general question for my curiosity. Where was the request to be, showcased? I'm just saying, before this recent one in 2025, the last time that I believe that it was held in 2013, where was the request to be featured or showcased in 2013? The Super Bowl, to my knowledge, has been there 11 times, the most of any city. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, where was the request then? When you open up certain, topics of conversation, you have to, whether you feel as though it's subjective and, who am I to, question, somebody of that caliber, or the question that I'm a fan of hip hop. I love hip hop. I love rap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, it's just a question. I mean, please don't take it no type of way, but I mean, yeah, it's been there 11 times. The most recent one was in 2013. Where was the request then? I mean, moving on from that, the thing with Jay Prince, I mean, even though it's just street chatter and it's not been confirmed by any source, I wouldn't be surprised if Jay Prince didn't have, wasn't in his ear. He has spoken a lot about Jay Prince over the years and recently, and things of that nature. So, I wouldn't put it past that they didn't have some type of conversation in terms of, what his next step would be, just giving general advice, because Jay Prince, let's face it, he has been in the industry and in the game for a long time. He has grassroots in, this thing we call the music industry. And, so, going all the way back to the Ghetto Boys, shout out to the Ghetto Boys. And, so, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't Drake, extend his ear to listen to a OG that has been in the music business for that long? I mean, his expertise would be greatly valued. As for him to say that he put the battery in Drake's back, who knows? I mean, it's total speculation, but I mean, it's not out the realm of, yeah, that could have been the case of how to play it. But at the end of the day, um, it's not, I mean, I've listened to a lot of content creators and things of that nature, too many to name, but just for an example, he's not a content creator. He's a radio personality. Everybody knows him, Charlemagne the God, and he made a very valid point. I will note that I do not always agree with Charlemagne the God. So this is not a thing of, oh, I like Charlemagne the God. I do not always agree with his statements and some of his actions and some of the things that he has been accused of himself. However, he has made a valid point when he did Donkey of the Day, when he spoke about the same thing that you're trying to inquire about in regards to Kendrick Lamar and the overwhelming success and continued success that Kendrick Lamar is having with the Not Like Us record track. You did not benefit. It's not like you didn't benefit from that. At one point, Charlemagne brought up a perfect example of how Spotify, spammed, your Scorpion album and other projects that you have done and features that you have been on Spotify so much that people complained that they wanted to get a refund, and they were giving out refunds because Drake's stuff was being spammed literally on Spotify, and then you turn around and want to sue Spotify. So for him to really say that he feels that Kendrick got a boost and a nod extra when actually they were putting out billboards promoting your stuff around that time. All the evidence is there. You can see it. You had promotion just like Kendrick Lamar had promotion. I think the conflict is that, in a rap battle, you thought it was going to, I'm assuming, this is not based on actual fact or anything, you assumed it was going to be Meek Mills. Now, to say that, shout out to Meek Mills, he handled his situation with the Drake beef with him and Drake exactly how he was supposed to. It really didn't stop anything. Yeah, of course, people want to talk, people want to chatter, they're going to have their opinion. But at the end of the day, he kept moving, kept going, and currently doing what he's doing now. Much shout out and respect for him for taking it on the chin. Not to say that he didn't have, some good lines during the beef or whatever the case was, but the public spoke and they chose Drake. I think Drake very much went into it thinking that it was going to be a Meek Mill situation, and he didn't understand, or he didn't like Lil Wayne told you, and he said in the interviews, stick to what you know. And clearly he did not know the caliber of Kendrick Lamar's lyrical genius. He did not know how this man moves lyrically. I'm willing to assume or bet that he really didn't even take a time to even listen to any of Kendrick's albums before, like Damn, like Mad City and things like that, when he was starting to come out, just as much as, Drake tried to push the narrative as, hey, I brought you and so on tour and this, that, and the third. Okay, I understand that you did that, sir. But at the end of the day, it just seems like you're bragging for what? Kendrick is at this point right now in his career that, yeah, you may have took him out on tour with you, and you may have done that, and the way you brought it up, it doesn't seem like it was genuine to begin with. You ran to other, artists, and when you needed a boost and things of that nature, so you could hold your own and things of that nature, but you made it seem as if like you did them a favor, nobody would know about them. And that's simply not true, because the two people that you're speaking about, they they were getting buzz. They wasn't worldwide known like they are now, but at their time starting out and things like that, they were getting the buzz. People were talking, they were having conversations, so much that you took notice and that you said, okay, well, hey, let me bring them on my tour, whatever the case. But that does not in any way give you the right to say that their career that they have built and expanded on thus far, the masterpieces that they have put out, the art that they have put out, and things of that nature. You didn't help Kendrick get that Pulitzer surprise. You know what I'm saying? You didn't help him get that. You know what I'm saying? He got that for poetry. You're not a poetry person. Nothing in your music catalog would even be considered as poetry. So for you to even, try to, backdoor, I can't remember the other artist's name, and Kendrick Lamar or whatever the case is, in any type of way is just crazy. Your ego was too big, it's inflated. Like I said, you thought that you were going to get another win, like back to back, and it wasn't like that. You understand what I'm saying? You really came up against someone that really has a passion. And that's the thing, when a person has a passion for any job, whether it be music, whether it be movies, whether it be theater, art, etc., their passion is going to shine through. And Kendrick Lamar, his passion for music as a whole, his passion for hip hop, his passion for rap, his passion, he gave shout outs to people that was, low key, throwing shade at him and squabble up. You know what I'm saying? So like you have to come prepared when dealing with a person of Kendrick Lamar's caliber. That's all I'm. But am I surprised about, Jay Prince giving him some advice? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that that's the case. It's still all alleged. It's still street chatter. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't. I mean, at this point, he's desperate. That's what I get from Drake. He was desperate. His feelings was hurt. His ego was smashed. People actually seen him for the person that he is, the culture vulture that he is, the pretender that he is, the actor that he is. The sponge, hip hop sponge that he is, and not in the sense that he takes the lyrical talents of other artists and highlights it. Yes, he does do that, but it's only for his personal gain. He's very selfish, very self-absorbed, and I used to be a Drake fan myself, so I mean some of his songs are good songs, but as far as ever putting him in my top 10 or top 20 or top 30, no. He's definitely not gonna ever get there, for real. But at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think. Drop down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Please drop down so we can have a conversation, because this needs to be talked about. For him to call the kettle black, or as Charlemagne the God said, the kettle beige, and turn around and sue the very people that promoted your albums. I mean, all of this is going to come out in Discovery. I hope he knows this. Promoted you the same way they promoted any of their artists, not just Kendrick Lamar, but any of their artists, is just ridiculous. Hey, your reputation in as far as being in the rap game is trash now. regardless if you win or lose, it's still going to be trash. Okay. I mean, if you lose, it's going to be even more trash. The mere fact that you really actually slept on it and woke up and still say, hey, I want to go forward with this, is trash. But that's just my personal opinion. But you guys let me know. Until then, thank you so much. I do appreciate you watching this video, and I will get with you in the next one.